Hi guys, welcome to another video. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing the final episode of Season 2 of Blue Lock. In this episode, there's a lot of stuff that happens. Now, of course, the final of the match is just Ring kind of going insane and completely destroying every one of U20. Even the captain, the captain had to get help from the devil guy to, try to stop him. Of course, he's, awakening or whatever he went into. The flow is kind of like him. It's the opposite of Psy, they say. I think it's like destroy or whatever, destruction. And like if we do see into his eyes, it's like everyone's red for him, and he kind of breaks everyone's legs and all that. By legs, I mean it's like a football term. You can break someone's legs just by tripping around them or whatever. Yeah, he kind of goes against everybody. He kind of doesn't want to pass either. He's gone completely insane, and then yeah. I do enjoy watching it. It's like the whole 6 minutes of him, and then he's just trying to copy Psy, and then he has a whole backstory of Psy saying, "You can never beat me because or you can never be a striker because you can't even find a reason to play football with that, or using him as an excuse, and all of that." He ends up missing the goal, literally in the corner, because he can't really aim with him being completely insane. Psy takes the ball, and there's 1 minute left on the clock. Psy ends up trying to score. I do like the fact that he does overpower everybody. And then it's just Reen and Psy kind of one-on-one. He's overconfident and all of that. And then Psy ends up losing the ball to our main character. There's the whole scene of Green kind of breaking out his Green's kind of pass over, which is really cool. But Psy ends up losing the ball to Ishai. But also before that, we do get kind of Psy having a bit of realization that the brother he knew is still there, even though he's the one who basically changed or made his brother change for that matter. So I don't really understand that, I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, he ends up losing the ball to Italy, and you actually see him use you kind of see him have a worried face. Isagi ends up stealing the ball. I think it's Isagi. No, Ring kicks the ball out of his legs actually. What's your background editing it? Kicks the ball his legs, and then Isagi kind of positions himself. He does say he doesn't read Psy's move because he can't read him, but because he's played with Ring so many times, he's able to read Reen's moves. So basically, he ends up reading Reen's moves, position himself in front of the goal where Reen's taller, and Psy didn't think he would score, to be honest, at the time, because he just kicked the ball away. But then I'm saying Psy. Okay, honestly speaking, out of the goals for Blue Lock, I mean, the setup is great. The way it's set up, how Isagi kind of reads Reen's moves, and because they've teamed up throughout the whole map, it kind of puts all that into play, because of the whole team effort of this match, and also how they played together before. But out of goal wise, I don't know why Isagi's goals don't look that cool to me compared to everyone else. All he does is just fully strike kicks. It's just the way he sets. It's just the way he sets the goals up, which makes it great. And of course, it's gonna be. I feel like any goal that happens at the end is obviously gonna be the best goal of the match, considering it's the goal that saves it, depending on if it's a tie. Just that to me, yeah. So the goal, I'm not really going to talk too much of it, simply because the goal itself wasn't really that good. It's just how Reen positions himself, and then also thingy. But that is obviously a good move in its own, being able to read your teammates' moves. And if you can't read the enemy's move, and they can, so it puts too much thing into it. Basically at the ending, we got the brotherly rival again, and Sai says, "Well done," and then Reen's like, "Oh my god." He actually believes me once again. No, he says Isagi is going to be the best striker. Could be the best striker. He could change Japan. He says change Japan. He doesn't believe he's a Japan person now, I don't think. He obviously is in a different country, I think. Anyway, but that obviously makes Reen mad because, he still cares about his brother. I'm like, I'm gonna be honest, the most thing I hate about Blue is the whole rivalry between the brothers. It's not fun to watch. It's like, okay, it's just like they're like, if you're gonna do it, don't have it like every episode just Reem consistently thinking of his brother and making how like mad he is. When he returns, they're gonna do that again. It's like anyway, basically they're not celebrating, and then Reem says, "I'm going to kill you," and of course the whole rivalry. It really just depends on how the rivalry is at the end. Like, some rivalries can be good, some rivalries can be bad. On the rivalry part, it's always a 50-50 regardless. And considering how Sai talks to the devil guy at the end, the guy who was in Blue Lock and switched teams to 20s, it seems they're probably going to be working together again. And because they'll probably be able to build more chemistry, they're probably going to be a more bad duo. I haven't read the manga fully. Like, I don't think this part of them returning is probably in the manga right now. It's not probably not been drawn or released. But either way, basically, he does it. He obviously, like, he's probably the most well-known player in the Blue Lock, considering he's the one who saved the game. And yeah, basically, yeah. Also, it ends kind of on him getting approval, on Eagle getting approval for them to complete, like, to move to phase 2 with, I believe, all the government officials, or at least like football officials in Japan. Everyone can agree. Also, there's like, most of them are men, from what I can tell, and there's like one woman, but there's like multiple screens. No, multiple screens of like the same people. There's literally, I think, one woman just to make it seem equal. I don't know why, but I'm like, sure. Like, if you're gonna have a woman, then it might as well just make it a woman. Actually, might be more woman. I can't tell. Plus, he could block some. And then he's agreeing with like the main guy, which I believe is probably gonna be the main guy of the whole thing. He obviously smiles because now he's getting to phase 2. And then Kugamori, or however you say his name, is back. He got kicked out because his Holly didn't pick him, and he ended up, being kicked out. I'm assuming he's gonna like change by the dead look in his eyes. I'm assuming something happens outside of Blue Lock. Because realistically, if you enter this program and you're being failed, it just means like a lot of people really gonna see you as not even worthy or whatever. Blue Lock doesn't really like, you doesn't have that much of a position to say you can't play soccer. It's just like getting kicked out Blue Lock, that's like being recognized to be the best striker, means you're kind of useless. Either way, he has dead eyes or whatever. End credit scene. We've got an end credit scene of this random guy. I'm just trying to put up the image on my thing quickly. End credit scenes of this random guy saying, "Get ready, Blue Lock." He has some kind of tattoo or whatever. I wonder if like characters know him. I'm assuming everyone knows him because he's probably some football legend or whatever. Either way, he's on the phone call. Don't know why the phone's completely white though, but sure, he's on the phone call and he's kind of like yeah, he's probably gonna be a friend. I don't know if he's gonna be a friend next thingy, or if he's just gonna be in the background of next season. It also just depends if we get season 3, because I do know season 2 was a complete mess with the animation apparently. Like, by animation I mean apparently they cut a lot of stuff and just made still images. That's the main reason. Who knows, they could redo the animation of the season, but I doubt it. Anyway, the big things about this episode, obviously, Kugamari returns, he's got his goal, and like Reen, like losing control and breaking all the 20's legs, and the ending credit scene with this random guy. That's like the main thing of this. Also, the whole phase 2 thing with all the people agreeing. I don't know if they're all gonna have like, I don't know if all the people agreeing gonna have personalities, or if it's just gonna be like the main guy in the middle as he has the biggest screen. Who knows? Also, I don't know if you guys can hear the cars in the background. The windows are open, so like, yeah, I had to move also rooms. But yeah, like I said, I don't really care much for Isagi's goal. At the same time, it's a goal that saves the day. His goals are always just plain because he ends up kicking it. I do want to do a video talking about ranking the Blue Lock members. Of course, like, Blue Lock members will probably eventually be replaced or whatever, because they obviously want to keep, it's obviously Blue Lock, and obviously not going to change like how the thing works. So people we see now will probably be removed. So doing a video now and doing it in season 3 when they get replaced probably, or season 4 will be good. Like continue doing the same video. And then I might do one for the U20s, which will be nice. Yeah, Ego also look like Ego. This is the first time we see Ego surprised that they won, to be honest. Yeah, all in all good. They win like 12 minutes in, so it's like 12 minutes in they win. The rest of the 12 minutes, so halfway in they win, then halfway in they're just celebrating, and then obviously building up to the clap, building up to the end credit scene, which is nice. Some of you probably already know what the end credit scene is, who that guy is, how big of a deal he is. Maybe he's like the main antagonist of Blue Lock, or I don't know. Yeah. Either way, I'm honestly hoping next time we see Sai Itoshi, they end up being equal standing, and he ends up taking it seriously. He kind of reminds you of like basketball guy from Kuroko Basketball. I've said this a bunch of times. But I like him. Like I could stand, and he had a redemption arc, honestly, with the reason he ended up separating like everyone of that Kuroko Basketball team. But yeah, him I could stand. This guy I cannot. Anyway, of course you know my ranking. It's gonna be 100%. It has to be 10 out of 10. Let's be honest here, 10 out of 10 makes the most sense because 1, it's the final episode, 2, it's a great episode. I will do a video probably later, is season 2 any good? So I'm not going to talk much about how I enjoyed season 2 in this review. I'll just do that video as a whole, like going through like what I enjoyed of it, what I didn't enjoy, is it good, is it bad? You'll see that as a whole new video, so yes. And I will also do a video and these all together as 1 week review. I hit to wait so bad for recording this, but I said 10 out of 10 episode. Yeah, nothing else to really say on this. I will say, like I said before, I could do without the Toshi rivalry a lot more. Like they toned down the whole rivalry between them. Like every time we see Rin on screen, he's just he's talking, it's literally like I will surpass my brother and all that. And then his whole crazy thing. His crazy thing was nice and all that. It was like the best part of Irene in this whole thing. To be honest, like some people pretty like the rivalry or whatever between it. But the fact is, if let's say Sai actually responded to it, it's not really that much. But the only time he responds is simply saying, "Stop calling me stop calling me your older brother," or whatever. So yeah, it's literally just to say, "I'm not your brother. We have no relationship." That's the only time he responds, and then it just repeats on and inside his head every single time. Yeah, so, and now Rin's using Sai as a reason to do a rivalry with Isagi, which hopefully won't make me hate Blue Lock, because like rivalries can go one way or the other. So yes, but like knowing Blue Lock, and it's kind of like how it works, so hopefully I don't end up hating Blue Lock because of it. We'll have to see if there's a season 3, because we don't know if there's a season 3, if it hasn't been confirmed from what I'm aware of. So hopefully there is, but the animation was a complete mess. But considering how much people like Blue Lock, I feel like there's a chance there will be a season 3. So we'll just have to wait and see. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. And yeah, bye guys. Make sure to subscribe and do all that good stuff, because it does help me out a lot, to be honest. I did say I'll be reviewing every episode, and I have done that. So I've kept my word. I've reviewed every episode. All the episodes are great. Like half of them were 10 out of 10, some were 8, some were 6, some were 7. I can't remember all the reviews, but yeah, I will say, I think because the season was like so rushed, because the season was kind of rushed from what I'm aware of, the animation wise. It's 14 episodes instead of like the 23 in the first season. Some seasons do this. In the first season there's like 20 episodes, and that season is like 13, 14 or whatever, give or take. So yeah, hopefully next season there's like more episodes. We'll have to see. And we guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.